This video is intended purely to communicate information in accordance with the right of free speech.
Any advice given is a suggestion, and anyone seeking such advice should consult a competent professional.
All statements made in this video are my own honest opinion, and they do not represent any other person or body. As such, sharing matters covered in this video is in public interest. Hi! Fancy meeting you here in this little old place. I'm Tish, and this is Echo Echo. Hi, how are we going? I think I need to move my mic already. Got new stickers. So I've got FZZZ. Probably a bit too early to be talking about that stuff. Anyway, got a new sticker. Exciting times, people. Exciting times, because there was an article that was released this week about my good friends from Enagic, and especially the rural freedom movement. Why did I just forget what they're called? Rural freedom movement, featuring heavily. And I did not realize they were going to go so far into Kurt again, Clint and Christy. Okay. And guess what? Christy didn't like it. Oh, no, she didn't. No, she didn't. Oh. Currently, they are at the 50th birthday of Enagic. Happy birthday, Enagic. I hope your fall, is quick. And I hope your popularity in Australia goes away. So, I'm sure that they didn't really know, because I didn't even know when the conference was on. So it's interesting that it dropped at this time, because they're all over in Japan just saying, we don't care about haters. Hello. Statistics and data and survivors' stories isn't hate. Facts are not attacks, okay? And what was presented is real. It is very well sourced, and from a variety of sources, including screenshots from your actual learning platform. So when they're talking about the learning platform that Christy X Ord and Clint X Morgan run and charge people for, they're screenshots, from it. So how can you say that that's defamation, which they are claiming? This is just defamation. Now, a person I haven't covered much, Rebecca J. Femia. Why J? Why not X? Anyway, Rebecca was very upset about it too. But she also had time to say, fuck the haters. But, and also, I lost my jewels. My jewels got lost. And I need my jewels for my speech for Japan. Yeah, real relatable there. Yep, need my jewels. Anyway, what I'm going to do, I've got a couple of things on the go. We need to finish off the paradigm shift series, so we're going to do that. Now, I found this really great YouTuber today, leftist dude. His name is Paradigm Shift. I'm like, oh damn. So he's using it for good, not for MLM grifting. Yeah. So just to reiterate everything I say is just my opinion as one person sitting in a room with too many dogs, right? it's just, looking at what is put out and said by the actual people and having an opinion about it. That's all. Some of my opinions are backed up by data, statistics, and including data and statistics from your own company. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to read the article that was written, and then I'm going to read Christie's responses. So I was going to debunk Christie's response to the article, but she's got a second one. So I'm going to debunk both of them. Yeah. And let's just say that the responses on her posts are very culty. It's concerning. The article not only is full of facts and figures, but it also looks really cool. It's done so well. All right. See? Selling freedom. It's so good. Like, it's just so pretty, you know? That is not my location, FYI. Okay. Selling freedom inside an MLM universe. People across regional Australia are selling a curious Japanese machine that electrolyzes tap water and promises triple health for the drinker. Proponents of the multi-level marketing scheme promise six-figure salaries, but most recruits never make a profit. Many more are ending up in serious debt. By Nathan Morris and Andy Burns, published on 19th of June, 2024. It's late at the night. This freaking reel here is unbelievable. It's so cool that it's like, this is what. And look, me 1% of the time. The other 99%. Like, why would you use that figure, 99% and 1%? Because that's the figures that you have for MLM success. All right. It's late at night when Kate, not her name, a single mum from outback Queensland, sees a post pop up in her social feed. There's a young woman in a cowboy hat claiming to live a lavish life with money made from a new scheme that's a little bit different. Eager to find out more, Kate joins the private Facebook group tied to the scheme. 12,000 members strong, it's called the Rural Freedom Movement and is described as a community of rural people who are seeking to learn how to create an online income and build a legacy for their future. Pinned to the top of the page is a video of the same woman, the group's founder, Kylie Stevenson. It's interesting that they're blocking out the faces of these people. I suppose it's only about her and the outlines, so good for them. Welcome to the Real Freedom. See, look at the layout of this. It's so great. All right. If you're looking for an opportunity to break free from the traditional 9-to-5 grind and create a life of financial freedom, the post said, then you're in the right place. And, you know, like, I break that down all the time. She wasn't in traditional 9-to-5 grind. It's something she has said. I'm not claiming that she's a liar. She has said that she was a Bowen therapist, which is not a traditional 9-to-5 grind. It just isn't. I'm sorry. All right. I think that's what got me, Kate said. I was always trying to find a way to make money as a mum. I tried every MLM known to man. I'm like, right, so I need to look bigger than Tupperware. She scrolled through the stream of positive content. Everyday rural women promise personal growth and an avenue to follow your dreams in short video sermons. Kylie was talking about making serious money. $10,000 a month, $100,000 a month. Yep, she sure is. You've got a young Sheila living her best life, floating around, camp drafting, flash car, flash horses, just working for herself at a young age, Kate remembers thinking. Who wouldn't want to do what she's doing? I was pretty much sucked into it. Multi-level marketing schemes involve individuals directly selling products, usually by leveraging social networks. People earn commissions from both the sales they make and the sales made by others they recruit. Think Amway and Tupperware. In Kate's case, she signed up to sell water. More specifically, a Kangen alkaline water ionizer and filtration machine. That's kind of like, no, can't remember. What was I going to say? The devices are distributed by a 50-year-old Japanese direct sales company called Enagic, which describes it as an antioxidant machine. Does it? Oh, God. I can't recall that, but that's a bad description. Our passion is to transform the tap water in your home into pure, healthy, electrolyzed, reduced, and hydrogen-rich drinking water, the company states on its website. So far, there is little scientific evidence that the machine's alkaline water has any health benefits. All right, let's have a look at this. Is alkaline water better? Harvard Health Publishing? Hello. The simple answer is alkaline water better for you than plain water. The simple answer is no. There is not any evidence to support choosing bottled or home treated alkaline water over safe tap water or regulated bottled water. There you go. That's one of their sources, Harvard Health. Kate was quickly funneled into the Enagic universe and encouraged to sign up. For roughly $6,500, she bought a Kangen 8 water ionizer and a box of wild turmeric capsules known as Ukon. In regular live masterclasses inside the Rural Freedom Movement group, members are encouraged to buy more than one machine so they can skip the queue in complex commission structure designed by the company. I missed a word there, sorry. The products. New leads are encouraged to buy a package of Enagic products, which can cost up to $16,500. True. And the source there, Rural Freedom Movement, Facebook. Kate didn't have spare money and was worried about her credit rating, but she says supporters of the Rural Freedom Movement told her about a payment plan she could access directly through Enagic, who offer financial finance to buy the products. Publicly available information online reveals if individuals fail to make payments in the time frame, the 10% per annum interest rates jumps to 25%. Sorry. I'm a bit tired. I need to. Ooh, this is good. I will talk about like my involvement with journalists at the end. This is good that I'm going to check this out. Despite repeated attempts to get information from the company about these, why did I just look away? Loans, they declined to respond. Really, Enagic? The network Kate joined also recommends loans through a payday lender. Oz Loans in Strathalbyn, South Australia. Man, even I'm a bit like sus on some Australian town names. God. Which advertises unsecured personal loans that can attract very high interest rates. The owner of Oz Loans Strathalbyn is also an Enagic distributor. Really? It's just so funny because all this stuff can get tracked and it's like they don't care. Oz Loans Strathalbyn failed to respond to a request for comment. In the end, Kate borrowed directly from Enagic. When Kate bought the product, she received a distributor number. Oh, this background's so good. She was all in. All she needed to do was to make her money back and repay her loan, was to start making sales and recruit other distributors. Then they would be in her downline and to start making sales and recruit other distributors. Then they would be in her downline and start kicking up commission. They sell it in a way that you will make the money back to pay for this loan. This is an investment, Kate says. You just have to sell this many and you'll have it paid off within 2 months. And you're in that headspace. I do know. And it's atrocious. Here we've got the magical, people. So we've got, I didn't realize they were -5s. Those gross humans. Just 1% of Enagic distributors make a median income of more than US $14,000 a year, according to its disclosure statement. And we've got Kylie up there. And poor old Kate down here. I have had a really sore arm. Like, I have a sling because it has been it's been like hell. If I reach over. The way the scheme works is meant to be simple. The more salespeople you sign up, the more sales you and your team will make. The higher you rise through the ranks, the more commission you get. But while promises of six-figure incomes and legacy payments abound, Enagic's own eFriends newsletter makes it clear that only a handful will ever reach this level. Income disclosure for Enagic in the US show very few individuals make significant income from selling the devices. 99% of participants there make less than $14,000 US, that's 21,000 Australian per year, and 60% and 60% make a median income of $285 per year. Enagic earnings income disclosure statement. We've seen this before. The Rural Freedom Movement and its disciples preach that six-figure monthly incomes to anyone who tries hard enough and follows their plan. Because Enagic does not release income disclosures in Australia, there is no data available on actual employees. As time went on, Kate began to learn that it was not all about selling the water ionizer. As time went on, Kate began to learn that it was not. God damn it. As time went on, Kate began to learn that it was not all about selling water ionizers. They're like, you've got to put yourself out there. Basically, selling yourself and your life, not really the product. You got to be the product of the product. She was told to subscribe to a website offering coaching that would be key to her success. And that is on the screen coming up now. The Freedom Era, which is Kurt and Christie's academy. Brand Business and Legacy. Man, this is such a pretty article. It's called The Freedom Era, and it's run by the top Enagic sellers in Australia. The creator of the Rural Freedom Movement is in their downlines and kicks commissions up to them. True. Kate began to having second thoughts. I was feeling like a dick. I didn't want to put this on my Facebook, Kate said. But she was $6,500 in debt, so she watched the Freedom Era master classes and tried to remake herself on social media to generate interest in sales. I'm sure many people have done that. Okay, so the Freedom Era. It costs $99 per month to access. I don't know if it is $99. But then it sounds familiar, so I might have already said something. I don't know. We are dedicated to the continual up-leveling of you, our family. The website states. Yeah, that's called love bombing and manipulating and stuff like that. They do and treat things terribly. Gone. Okay, so that is part of the platform, which I've seen maybe like, I don't know. Kleenex Morgan welcomes new recruits to the Freedom Era. He must really hate being on Zooms because he's in the little L square. Okay. The Freedom Era is a home for those who are tired of giving their I wanted to watch the paradigm shift. I'm too tired. Kate said shatter the constructs of hustle, burnout, unfulfillment, and scarcity to recreate a new world where we all rise and thrive together. There are so many companies who have like rise and thrive, rise and vibe, rise and fucking subscribe to my channel. Yay. Kate said the site provided detailed instructions. On Monday, do a post about traveling. She recalls. On Tuesday, do a post about your family. Kate said the site provided detailed instructions. On Monday, do a post about traveling, she recalls. On Tuesday, do a post about your family. On Wednesday, do an inspirational... God damn it. The ABC has independently accessed the subscription-only site to get a first-hand look at the playbook of multi-level marketing machine. So you see, anything that they have from the Freedom Era, even on their own like strategy, their own section. Yeah, I love this. The website is full of video tutorials sharing sales tactics and social media tips. In one section, subscribers are provided with a 7-step script template to deal with potential recruits. They're instructed to build a connection with individuals online, add her as a friend on your company. Love heart her comments and follow the script below. Add her as a friend on your personal page. It instructs love her, and there's a series of scripted chat message templates to send to leads interested in joining the scheme. Here's one of them. Hey, babe, how are you? Thank you for your message. I'm so grateful to be in the online space and to create freedom, time, and wealth for my family. I would love to chat and I would love to share the steps. And I'm so grateful to be in this online space and to create freedom, time, and wealth for my family. I would love to share the steps I've taken and many others to create a multiple six-figure business online. What has made you reach out today? Great. One chat message template refers to an invented boyfriend, Justin, who has just retired from the mines because of the standout, who was retired from the mines because of the seller's MLM success. Kylie, knock, 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 knock. It's your story, babes. Awesome. Thank you for sharing this with me. I totally relate having retired Justin last year from the mines. I understand how hard it feels when you are sacrificing your time for money. I would love to share more info with you on how I've been able to change my life. When do you think you will have some time to watch a quick video? I'm so excited to be able to connect with you and guide you to create life on your terms. Oh, my eyes. I rolled them, but I think that, I don't know what I think. Another described the business as going beyond traditional sales. Hey, babe, I'm sure you loved the video. It can be a little confusing what we do online because it's not traditional sales. Ah, right. We focus on building our personal brand, so taking people on the journey to create more. We focus on building our personal brand, so taking on the journey to create more freedom by sharing our values and lifestyle. And we leverage the platform for all of the education, learning, support, sales, and paperwork. A lot of the business is automated, so our job is literally crafting content for social media. We will teach you this skill. So many people need to go now. So many people go on a beautiful personal development journey in our community too. So you should be able to do personal development without joining an MLM and paying money. In case you're needing a little more time or more info, here is our link. Okay. I think that's it. Kate joined the Rural Freedom era and downloaded the resources. I printed everything out. I had a folder and I was following it, she says. But still, there were no leads. I was starting to see that this isn't as easy as they're making it out to be, Kate says. So she reached out to her mentor and founder of the Rural Freedom Movement, Kylie Stevenson, for guidance. Oh, damn. Why am I so tired? Oh, because I went to bed really late last night? Well, it's your own answer, Tish. Yeah. Okay. Here's a great Trevi. TikTok. Why did I go Trevi instead of TikTok? TikTok. Kylie reporting that she made $25,000 in just 1 week. Source, Facebook. How much my online business made me this week. The self-appointed branding expert was the woman who appeared on the back of the ute in the post that first got Kate interested. Kylie had claimed on her social media accounts that she joined the Freedom era several years ago and has risen through the... Kylie has claimed on her social media accounts that she joined the Freedom era several years ago and has risen through the ranks of Enagic ever since. In 2023, she told followers she was on track to receive $5,000. She was on track to receive $5,000 every month for the rest of her life through legacy payments. Her Instagram page is littered with testimonials from women in rural Australia who sing her praise in it as a mentor. Having Kylie there in front of us paving the way helped me so much in realizing I'm where I need to be. It's okay. She's got us. One follower says, "Oh, really? Has she got you?" I don't know about that. You sure about that? You sure about that? If you want magic in your life, look no further, says another. Kate's experience was different. There were quite a few times where I just sent her a message saying, "Look, this isn't working," Kate said. And it was more, "You're not doing the work. That's why it's not working." Kate persisted, but even when she eventually had people interested in signing up, she hit another hurdle, her conscience. That's the big difference. That's the really big difference. Okay? And it's just my opinion that these people at the top don't have a conscience. And maybe that's why Christy is on Facebook desperate to change that narrative, you know? I just couldn't do that to anybody else. I wasn't going to see somebody else go into debt, she says. I never made a sale. The ABC contacted Kylie Stevenson for a response, but she declined to comment. We sent through a series of questions about the business structure and earnings data and whether it was reasonable to suggest to individuals getting involved that they could soon be earning $5,000 a month. She did not respond to the questions advised that she was getting her lawyer involved. I know what that's like. Although it wasn't really a lawyer. It was the lawyer's, like, it was an assistant or something. It wasn't like the real lawyer. Christy and the Rich Mystic Man. Here we go. Man, this is a long article. How long have I been? I'm not going to be able to do this as one video. Kylie is a relative lieutenant compared with Christy X. Ord and her husband, Clint Morgan, two of Australia's biggest Enagic distributors. I like to always say one thing about Christy. She overinflates what her mentorship is worth. She said her mentorship was worth like $6,000 the other day with the paradigm shift. Alongside Rebecca Femia, Christy and Clint are the executive team behind the Freedom Era website that new recruits like Kate are directed to join. In a video to paid subscribers, Christy describes her own decision to leave her corporate job, living paycheck to paycheck, to create a life she had only ever dreamt about. All right, Rebecca and Christy seem certain that anything is possible. And you know what tells me that? Those barrel curls. Let's go, girl. Dun, 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 dun. The system as we know it was truly designed for us to actually thrive. If you're here, she says, you're a freedom seeker. You are going to learn all the tools to actually create a personal brand so you can be paid to be yourself. You can't promise that. It doesn't matter where you're at in your journey. It doesn't matter how much debt you have. It doesn't matter what happened in your life, she says. Christy and Clint have thousands of people in their downline and claim to have made millions in sales. Through the Freedom Era website, they share sales tactics, templates for emails and social media posts, and even a chatbot to bring your ad copy back into compliance. Neither Clint or Christy are listed on the Freedom Era's business records through ASIC, which is the Australian Securities and Investments Commission. A man from Wallabada in rural New South Wales is listed as the director of a business called the Freedom Era, but he told the ABC he was not interested in speaking and had nothing to do with it anymore. His partner is an Enagic distributor. Nothing should happen. Like, this isn't doxing, this is on the internet. So name the Freedom Era education. Okay, Freedom Era says it's registered to offshore in Cyprus, and Balazs Kardos is listed as a director. That comes from the Cyprus Ministry of Commerce. Cyprus, really? Damn. In the fine print of privacy policy, the Freedom Era website, it says this policy and the use of the site are governed by Cyprus law. Cyprus is a known tax haven, and a search of government records there reveals a company called the Freedom Education Era Limited, with Balazs Kardos, the world's #1 Enagic salesperson, listed as a director. That's so weird. That's so weird that it is governed by Cyprus law. That was something that really, like, whoa, that opened my eyes up, you know? Life after freedom as the rich mystic man. Clint Morgan interviews leading global Enagic distributor Balazs Kardos on his YouTube channel. Mr. Kardos refers to Clint Morgan as a really close friend and a brother, I think. Oh, why am I guessing? You're reading an article, Tish. You're reading an article. You don't have to guess what's next, okay? How tired am I? Okay. It's P.S. Today is the first day of the holidays. Like I'm on school holidays for 2 weeks now. It's been a rough time. Okay. Mr. Kardos refers to Clint Morgan as a really close friend and a business partner. Neither Mr. Kardos nor Mr. Morgan have responded to requests for comment. When the ABC contacted Miss Ord, she told the reporter to contact Enagic directly. Do not harass us, she said. When we sent detailed questions to Enagic's representative, they said, although all media inquiries are to be directed to Enagic and not to its distributors, interviews are not conducted. We do not know the basis for your story or interest in Enagic or its distributors. However, Enagic does not support or participate in media coverage of that nature and reserves all its rights in that regard. The ABC reached out to more than 30 current and former distributors connected to the Rural Freedom Movement who had signed up to sell the water machines. Most did not respond. The few that did say they were not interested or that it was a long time ago. And they didn't have anything to do with the scheme anymore. None of those who did respond had made their money back. The ABC has found dozens of Facebook groups akin to the Rural Freedom Movement that lie dormant and unused, all using the language taught in the playbooks. The groups link to websites that are now defunct. Yeah, I tried to go to Kate Dyer's website and it was gone. And she was in a live with Kylie at some point in time. MLM or illegal pyramid scheme. Multi-level marketing, also known as direct selling or network marketing, involves selling products through personal networks and recruiting other sellers. You get paid not just for what you sell, but you get a commission on the sale of people who you've recruited into the organization, said Professor Deanna Grant Smith, University of Sunshine Coast. The journalist who wrote the article, Nathan, he said that I should get together with Deanna Grant Smith and I really want to do that. So I think I'll invite her to have a conversation. It'll be really interesting. She's profiled and studied MLMs in Australia and says MLMs aren't illegal and some people do make lots of money. That legal definition is all around the fact that it's about the sale of a product or services. So it's not just paying to enter. Professor Grant Smith said. There are incentives baked into the way that you earn your money by bringing more people into the organization. Stop saying I can't afford it. You absolutely can. Ugh, gross. The Freedom Era business is focused on bringing in more distributors, not directly selling machines. And the indirect marketing tactics is all about living the freedom dream, a laptop lifestyle where you get out what you put in and do away with the 9-to-5 grind. The question of whether an MLM reaches the level of a pyramid scheme, which is an unlawful strategy of making money by recruiting infinite investors, is in the ability to make genuine sales from the product in question. Because income disclosures are not available in Australia for Enagic, it's impossible to say. There's some research that was done in the United States that suggests that 99% of people make no profit through multi-level marketing, Professor Grant Smith said. Accurate. We also found that not only were people not making money, they were typically not factoring in all of their expenses into a judgment they were making about how much money they were making. Kylie says it's easier to generate an extra 10K than it is to save 10K. The sooner you realize that, the sooner your life will improve. Need the vomit emoji right now. Wake up, Tish. This is going to be a bitch to edit. I should give up because I'm so tired. Because it takes ages to edit because I have to watch it so closely. Like if I know that I haven't fallen asleep, I can just go, all right, there's a bit of silence. But when I am snoozy, I have to watch the whole thing really closely. Even then, I miss sometimes getting snoozy, and that's embarrassing. Anyway, according to Enagic leaders like Kylie Stevenson, it's possible to make tens of thousands of dollars. Is this a hyperlink? Oh no, it's just an image. Oh no, where did that go? Oh, okay. According to the US Federal Trade Commission, as little as less than 1% of MLM participants end up making a profit. MLM makes even gambling look like a safe bet in comparison, the report says. The Australian Competition and Consumer Commission has a similar warning. While MLM schemes are legal, unfortunately, in the vast majority of cases, the only people who make money from them are the creators, a spokesperson said. Oh, I got vocal fry going on. Sorry. Somebody said that my voice was relaxing. Is that true? Like, I always thought that I sounded like a chipmunk. So, let me know. I'll read out other things. All right. Just like straight reading an article right now. The CEO of Consumer Action Law Centre, Stephanie Tonkin, says that the difference between an MLM and a pyramid scheme can be hard to distinguish. It's very difficult. I find it very difficult myself to identify the difference, she said. Multi-level marketing schemes are legal, but it's a fine line between those and a pyramid scheme. I just don't honestly think that there are any legal pyramid. Like, they're all pyramid schemes. They all are. Oh, right. Kate is still paying off her debt to Enagic. The water machine is in a box, and she just threw out the unopened boxes of wild turmeric capsules. I wanted something serious that was going to help me, says former Enagic distributor Kate. But yeah, it didn't sort of work that well. Names have been changed. Then we've got Nathan Morris and Andy Burns. Story editor Charlotte King, illustrator Lindsay Dunbar, and digital production Nathan Morris. And that's it. Also, shout out to Nathan. He's an awesome person. I've had quite a few chats with him, and this article exists because of my tip. And I tipped them because of you all. Like, you guys told me, I wasn't covering Enagic. No, I don't think I was covering Enagic at all. Let me think. I can't recall covering them before I started. Like I was aware of them and stuff, but somebody told me to check Kylie out because she was ripping off farmers. The tip off would not have, I wouldn't have been able to tip them off if it wasn't for somebody else saying to check Kylie out. So I am that's what I was saying. Somebody contacted me after there was some hoo-ha about them getting kicked out of a group, and they were harassing the person who owned the group. And they were really nasty. So then somebody said, hey, you should check them out. They've been really nasty to these people, but also, they're pretty horrific humans. So I checked it out and wrote a little tip to the news. And here we are. Yeah, so I think it was just brilliant. I loved how, it kind of built, it's beautiful. The presentation of it is amazing. It looks beautiful. It's just, the way that the story is told, it's layered, starting with Kylie and then going to Christy and Clint, which is what I'm doing now. Yeah, I'm just really proud to have not just get extremely gracious, full of gratitude for people trusting me with their stories and things like that. That's magic, and I appreciate that. I'm just a jerk sitting in a room. I'm no one special, and I don't want people to get ripped off. Yeah. Oh my god, this video is going to be so long. All right, what's Chrissy? So the Kylie did react. They all did. They all had a little post about how this doesn't worry me. Fuck the haters. Okay, yeah, really? Fuck the haters? Because you've done 2 Facebook posts about the haters now, Lovey. I think that you're a little bit worried about the haters. All right, so the first one, I'm pretty sure. Oh my god, the funniest thing happened the other day. At school, we have to have practice. So So we have to have practice drills for like fire evacuation and lockdowns and stuff. And we had an evacuation practice yesterday. And at the end of the term, I like to do in media classes, I like to teach them how to do, Halloween makeup and stuff like that. So that's what we were doing. And it's about 20 minutes before the end of the lesson. And we're, I didn't do it this time around because I'd already done one the other day and they were just doing it. Thankfully, but I mean, I'm not that good at it. I just enjoy it. Yeah, and then the evacuation bell rings and we're like, oh my God. There's about 6 or 7 kids with these like big fake gashes on their arms. It was hilarious. Okay, what does Christy have to say? So I'm going to debunk this, all right? There's always going to be people that talk shit about you when you are up to big things. I mean, they didn't say anything about you personally. They just, yeah. It wasn't like, oh, fuck that bitch. Yesterday on a post that Christy put up, not this one, a different one, there was a Facebook post that she was like, oh, I'm in first class. This is the best life. I'm living so well, blah, 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 blah. Okay, what? Okay, so Christy, right? This shouldn't be a new sentence because this is the same thing. There are always going to be people that talk shit about you when you're up to big things. That will, because it's like that sentence cannot exist without that other one, that will judge you from the sidelines, that will do anything to bring you down, that want to get the next best story at your expense. Like this could be all one sentence, just with commas, because it's a list of things. I've had it all in my journey. BS articles written about me that I kidnapped some children. That article didn't say you kidnapped children. What the fuck are you talking about? Why is this relevant now? Because you're trying to sling your own shit about the media first. Like, go in with this false shit and then you can look like you're, on a high horse. A journalist trying to get their next fix from the next best story for their gain. Oh my God, what a bad fucking sentence that is. They're not drug addicts. Just like, what do you mean fix? Like, I mean, it's not shitting on journalists, but it's a job. It's just a job. It's not like you get your fix from the next best story for their gain. Okay, so what do they gain from that? Advertising revenue, because the story did well. And Nathan has said that it got good numbers and it was getting a lot of eyes on it. So, yeah, weird. Yeah, so, the next best story, it's just a weird sentence and I don't know what the subject is. It's like it hasn't got a main idea. Each sentence should have an idea, okay, a main idea, or change the sentence. But clickbait, what is clickbaiting about? Okay, so clickbait is when you tell a story, right, that doesn't come to fruition. So if this indeed was clickbait, then selling freedom would be about something else because you are trying. That's actually what is explained in the story. It's not clickbait because it gives you the actual story. So I don't think you understand what clickbait is. You're just saying that because you don't know about how the world works. I don't know. Clickbait so others can sell their products while bagging out ours and giving one-sided views. The list goes on. Well, you see, Christy, it was one-sided because they asked for your opinion, right? And you said, don't harass us. You could have presented your point of view. That's why they asked you. So why didn't you talk to the journalist? Huh? Present your point of view to him. That's what he asked you to do. So why was it one-sided? Because you didn't speak up. So it's your fault, really, that it's so one-sided, right? And he didn't bag your product out. He just said that it wasn't necessary and it was expensive. That's it. That's facts. That's not like bagging out your That's just the truth of it. The list goes on. Does it? Because I think that you should, if your list goes on about like, and I've had it all in my journey about like clickbait. Anyway, I just stay in my own lane. I know who I am. My circle knows who I am. Well, your circle is a fucking cult, in my opinion, right? And you're the cult leader. So you have conditioned them to see you in a certain way, to see you as a benevolent leader who really cares about them, but you are not. You're a money hungry fucking opportunist who was in a job, because I've watched the paradigm shift where you told your story. And as soon as you weren't immediately at the top of your fucking company, you're like, oh, am I not a millionaire yet? Oh, I deserve to be a millionaire. I deserve that because this is some guy, I saw some guy on the fucking internet being a millionaire, right? And then you told people how you were not you were homeless, but you owned a cafe that you were like opening. Anyway, you don't really stay in your own lane, no. You fucking get in a lot of other people's lanes. I mean, let's have a look at that downline, because that's not your own lane. That's many other lanes. You know, that's a lot of lanes. So you don't stay in your own lane. Look at it all. You're in a lot of different lanes. If people like to believe a one-sided story, she's not very smart, in my opinion, but hang on, just listen to this sentence. If people like to believe a one-sided stories from journalists earning 70K a year, go right ahead. What the actual fuck? Okay, can we buy? And peace emoji. Yeah, you're real. She was fuming when she was writing this because there's no punctuation, and that is the shittest expression I've ever heard. If people like to believe a one-sided story, not plural, from journalists earning 70K a year, go right ahead. I mean, again, they asked for your side, and you said, don't harass me. Or us. Who? Tell us that you don't care about money, that you're in it for the love of people and yourself, when you immediately attack how much that a journalist makes. And that is a bad thing. So because a journalist doesn't make a lot of money, we can't believe them? What the fuck are you on? Are you kidding me? I don't think it matters how much someone makes, whether they're a liar or not, you know? Lying is a classless thing. Everybody, like, there's liars in every class, okay? It just exposes you as being a fucking, like, kind of a cunt, really, you know? Like, sitting up atop of your millionaire's palace and looking down upon the peasants is gross. Just my opinion, of course. I know who I like to take my advice from. Who? Who? What a random. Okay. Yes, it's hard to believe the results we are creating for ourselves and our community. No. Just for you and a small percentage of your community. Because it's not normal. I mean, capitalism is fucking normal. Yes, it is. This is normal. And this is something that's been repeated since MLMs have been around. So it is normal in MLMs. And so because it's different, people would judge it as a scam or a pyramid. That's not why. We judge it as a scam or a pyramid because 1% of people in MLMs make a profit. Yeah, that's why. And it's a pyramid because you make more money from the team than you do from selling a product. That's literally what defines a pyramid scheme. The system wants you to be in the system, remember. It's all designed in this way for more programming. Of what? What the fuck? That's now we're getting conspiracy theory. Oh, we're in the fucking Matrix. The Matrix was a movie. Okay? It was a movie. And millionaires are in the system more than anyone. Okay. What's normal in our society is people working for someone else's dreams, working over 150 hours a month for 5 to 10K a month, being stressed and barely getting a holiday. On top of that, you can never out-earn your manager or CEO. Sounds like a scam to me. Yeah, okay. It doesn't make your scam not a scam. And that's capitalism. I mean, I think that the journalists who worked on the article are pretty smart, but they're not responsible for capitalism. Also, a lot of people, like, I don't work for someone else's dreams. I'm a teacher. There's like, it's not a business that's set up where that somebody's got like a dream to open a shop, like, or whatever she's trying to say here. Like, I don't know whether you know this or not, Christy, but you're not very smart. So, in my opinion, so I'll say this, kind of slowly, but people with jobs have dreams. I know. Sorry, bit slower. People with jobs have dreams, and they have dreams that they can realize. Because some of the dreams are not to be a millionaire and a fake woo-woo hippie who's actually just a fucking capitalist pig, in my opinion. Who works 150 hours a month? What does that break down to per day? That's 30. I know that I can kind of figure it out, but my brain's not working because so 5 hours a day? What? Oh, I suppose it's like 4. Okay, 5 working days, I suppose. So 20. So 150 divided by 20 equals 7.5 hours a day. Yeah, I don't know. And then okay, so if we get what's the 150? So maybe $10,000 divided by 150 equals $66 an hour. I don't know if that's a median or not. I'm sorry, did I just not announce that I'm on holiday? I get plenty of holidays. I get a lot of holidays because I'm a teacher. I am stressed, but and I get paid well for what I do. I get paid for all the hours I work. All right? I get paid. I'm a 6-figure earner now, okay, because I have been in the job for 20 years and I've worked my way up to this, okay? And I'm paid what I'm deserved. Could I get paid more? Yeah, but I'm doing well. Yeah, and again, in the comments, someone talked about like the CEO scam. Yeah, okay, yeah. The manager or the CEO have different roles to me, right? And they take on a lot more risk than I do as the manager or the CEO, and that's what they get paid for. Is it too much sometimes? Absolutely. But that's a problem with capitalism, which is late stage, like MLM is the perfect vehicle as to demonstrate what is so bad about late stage capitalism. And that's what it is. Like this, it's a beacon for late stage capitalism. So don't be shitting on capitalism too much over there because it's the basis for how you make a living. Okay. What we do is a new way of doing business. I'm sorry, no, your company's 50 years old. That's not new. You keep talking about how it's a 50-year-old business. It's the fucking birthday of the business this weekend. So, yeah, like, it's not new. That's a step beyond the outdated paradigm of competition and corporate BS and climbing the corporate ladder. I'm sorry, what? You don't climb a corporate ladder? You don't climb a corporate ladder? You don't go up in levels? In levels that you get paid? That's not you, is it? Am I mistaken? Idiot. Okay. And I'm sorry, you actually recruit your competition. You directly recruit competition because who are you going to sell your shitty water machines, in my opinion, okay, because we don't need alkalinized water because of homeostasis, right? Which is a fact that doesn't care about that's not me talking shit on your product. That's a scientific fact. I'm sorry about it, okay? Not really. Yeah, you recruit competition. So you all are trying to sell that machine to the same bunch of people and you have to find other people. And then, yeah, they can pass you on the compensation plan. They could out earn you, right? Sorry, they can't pass you. Maybe they could, maybe. But you see, when the people below rank up, usually the people above them rank up. It's a knock-on effect. Anyway, it takes work, time, focus, and energy, and you can't deny that last month our community contributed 22,000 sales to our company. Okay. She just jumped from miles away. This sentence, oh my God. I'm going to read it as it is because it's bad. It takes work, time, focus, and energy, and you can't deny that last month our community contributed 22,000 sales to our company we support, which is a product that people truly need and supports them in their health for them and their families. That's the mega upline. That's their best person. This is their best person. That's her writing about products. I don't know. Like, what the fuck? I don't care about your fucking sales. Who cares? Your company's in Japan, right? That's who's benefiting the most. It's not a product people truly need. Absolutely not. God. While people are trying to tear us down, we will be over here doing our thing. Dot points. And the first dot point is making bank. Oh, okay. So the most important thing is you earning money. Tell us again what's really important. You making money. Right. That's actually the complaint that we have. You making so much money. Our community making bank. Well, some of them are, not all of them. Creating impact that will go beyond this lifetime. Yeah, I can imagine there's some people who are going to die in debt because of you. Yep. You don't say that it's a positive impact because it's not. Changing lives for the worse. Having fun and living our best lives. Oh my God, that's so silly. Yeah, of course. Of course you're having fun. Are you kidding? I mean, I don't think you're really going to have that much fun this week because she did another one of these. So it's on her mind. She's pissed off. Good. Because you've been scamming people for a long time without really having to face too many hurdles. All right. And the scamming is just my opinion, of course. Because what they've written is not defamation, really. Not really. Like, not at all. Because they're not saying anything. They didn't make any claims about Christie, just that they were the biggest sellers in the company. And then they laid out how the company is a scam. They didn't call you a scammer directly, like I am, but that's just my opinion. As Ryan Stewman always says, rise above, peace out, haters. Rise above. Are you rising above when you shit on how much a journalist earns for 70K, you fucking snob? That's such, classist behavior. And fuck you for that, fuck you very much. Thank God journalists keep on going despite not being, they are the truth tellers. They are the ones who, I think that you can tell how well a democracy is going by the journalism. And that's why America, you can see how much it sucks. And it's starting to happen here too, because we usually follow America. But I think the thing that most people need to consider about the ABC is that they're not going to put something out that could put them at legal risk. No fucking way. Okay? So, yeah. We don't have anti-slap laws, but, sister, yeah, you're not going to win that one. Now, so somebody on her thing. So basically they said there was some victim blaming on her comments, like, oh, well, she didn't work hard enough, Kate, their person. She didn't work hard enough. Obviously, she just, she didn't work it. She didn't work the business, so it's her own fault. Then they also said perhaps they didn't believe that person existed. And there was victim blaming and just shitting like, oh, those haters, they don't understand us, blah, blah, blah. And then this one, your job at the bottom for more than 25 years of your life. No thanks, looks like a pyramid scheme. If you don't build your dream, someone else will hire you to help them build theirs. Yep, that's great. The structure is not what people talk about, okay? And don't forget that the journalists are at the bottom of the employment pyramid scheme. So many people above them making much more money and probably doing less work too. Nikki, you're so funny. Oh my God, she's so original, so funny. Yep, probably the journalist is not like right on the bottom. Okay, cadet journalist is probably right on the bottom. But the problem that we have is not with the shape of the fucking business. Okay, it's the way the money flows. Here, the person at the top gets paid the most, right? And then it gets less as it goes down. All right. In a network marketing company, all the money comes from the bottom and goes up. It's the way the money travels. And I have a TikTok that goes through that. And these people, this is just like a false equivalence fallacy that they always trot out. But it's bullshit. And they are bullshit. Okay. This is Christie's one from today. No, that's her one from yesterday. Okay. She's talking about the journalists and how much they earn again. Like, tell me you're a petty bitch, and not petty in a cute way, okay? Not petty with a purpose. Peace out. We love Swoop. We're a Swoop house in this house. Even the dogs, we love Swoop, all right? Even though she's a cat person. Yeah. It's so classist. This is a cunt act. Like, fuck you for being a classist cunt, Okay, let's hear what she has to say. This is just my opinion, of course. It's pretty shocking that only 70% of journalists ever get a job or make money from it after investing $19K, with many going into debt to do so. Oop, watch out. She's done her research, everybody. She's done her research. She's got the facts and figures. Hey, do you want to quote a source on that? Where's your source? Yeah? Because it seems like you're still fucking really pissed off that a journalist was able to write an article where you actually can't, like, sue him for defamation because they didn't say anything that would defame you. Anyway, it's also pretty shocking that most people get into 40K hex debts to then maybe get a job that pays them 60 to 80K a year, giving away over 150 hours a month to work for someone else's dreams until they're 65. I've got news for you, Christy. People are actually working until they're older now because of the state of the world. But where is this from? Right? Do you know it's not called hex anymore? It's called help. Anyway, 40K, yeah, okay. Do you know how it works though? Because I don't. It just based on this, I'm not sure she does. And if she doesn't know, that means she paid up front for her university. And if you pay up front for university, it's a bit cheaper, right? But it also means that you're probably from a privileged class. Or you had really good saving. Okay, that can happen. And so, yep, if you do have a big hex debt or help debt or fee help debt, you don't pay it back all at once. They don't actually take it out until you're earning above a certain amount. And who are you talking about who has a 60K to 80K a year job? Like, who is that? Because that's pretty low wages for most people. Did you know that First year teachers now in Australia, they're starting wages like 70 grand. It used to be 35, like in Queensland. That's huge. That's like double in 20 years since I started, right? That's huge. And again, 150 hours a month. Like who are you talking about? 7.5 hours a day in a working week? Like, I don't work that. That's not my work week. Like, who the fuck are you talking about? Statistically, 50% of traditional businesses fail within their first 5 years. Okay, great. False equivalence to fallacy. And MLM is not like a traditional business. It's not the same. 90% of small businesses fail in their first 3 years. Great. Yep. Again, who cares? That's terrible. It sucks for those small business owners. I wish it wasn't like that. But you see, often they have to go against big business like fucking MLMs, right? And most businesses take 3 to 5 years to profit. Yep, but they get to keep that profit. That's all theirs. It doesn't go to anyone else. They don't have to do anything except sell their business. And again, false equivalence fallacy. You're not in a normal business. You're not in a traditional business. You're in an MLM. It's a different thing. You're a salesperson. You're not a business person. Things aren't adding up there. Yeah, they're really not, because these are just random fucking stats. And you are just making statements, right? You're not saying in comparison, Now she's going to make a point, but it's like, okay. The point I'm making is it doesn't matter what industry you are in. It's important to remember that some people make it, some don't. Yeah, that's true, right? But look at your statistics here, whether they're made up or not. 50% of people, or 90% of people, guess how many people in an MLM don't make money? 99%. 99. So why wouldn't people take a chance on anything else? Anything else. You get to choose if you make it by your habits, consistency, dedication, and vision, and how you earn. And how you earn matters a lot. How you earn. What? And how you earn. How do you earn? By recruiting and selling stuff? What do you mean? Everybody has the same ways to earn in an MLM. What the fuck? Oh my God, she's so mad she doesn't even make sense. And also, you get to choose if you make it. No, you fucking don't. That is unequivocally wrong. All right? Because plenty of people work hard, are consistent, have good habits, they're dedicated, they have good vision. But the deck is stacked against them, because in MLMs, it is set up for 99% of people to fail. Right? And we know that. Successful decisions and habits lead to successful people. Poor decisions and habits lead to poor people. You classist fucking snob, in my opinion. Like, fuck you. Honestly, fuck her. Like, just tell us it's about the money. It's about the money. We know it's about the money. All right? Because you're not talking this here. Oh, it's not about, I love my community. We just got the best vibes. Oh, we got the best community. I love you. I love the blah, 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 blah. This is money driven, and that's what it matters to her, right? And this is why, I wasn't surprised that Kylie, immediately went to legal threats. This messes with their money, and they're very serious about that. And I'm so glad that it messes with their money, because the way they make money, in my opinion, is absolutely without conscience of who they're hurting, who they're stepping on, and the money that they're taking, especially those ones who are trying to get farmers and rural people and just really hopeful single mums, nurses, freaking people who are desperate for a solution that you say you have and you fucking don't. So fuck you. You're not successful. You're just ruthless. And you know what? That's not gonna, you may always be rich in your lifetime. But there's always going to be something like this in the background that reminds you that you're not a very good person. Okay, and you might quiet it with like trips to Dubai and first class tickets and things like that. But I know that person will always be in there saying you're a fraud. Your fortune is built on the bones of all the people that you've taken money from. And it's gross and it's disgusting. And yeah, it's bad karma. Not Jojo Siwa, but I can't do that because my arm is really sore. That's why I have maybe injured. Anyway, I gotta stop there. This has been going for fucking ever. Oh my god, why did it take so long? I'm sorry. I was gonna watch another video with this. Who the fuck do you think you are? I'm sorry, I perked up once I started like having my own opinion. That's so funny. Like I was full snoozing, dudes. Like I was okay. Hopefully I cut it all out. Who knows? Sometimes I miss shit. All right. Sorry, I had to pull out the C word on that one. It's like when Erin covered Kylie. She's like, I don't like bullies. Neither. I don't like bullies. Unlike people who are gonna shit on somebody else, especially when all they're doing is just reporting on what they found, and it's not lies. How are you going to say that someone's defaming you or it's fake or whatever when they have screenshots from your fucking learning platform, huh? Because that's fairly damning in my opinion, All right, I'm going to leave it there. My nose is blocked. I'm tired. I don't know, maybe I've got life now, but I just couldn't read the article. I'm sorry, Nathan. I do need to do the other paradigm shift, the last one. So yeah, yeah, that's it. Thanks for being here. If you've been here, I know that like the Enagic videos don't get big views, and here I am, like spending all day on it, all night. I mean, yeah. All right, Ted, I love you. Relatively speaking, not like fucking Christy. I love you. I love my family. You guys are my community. And we just have built something really special here. Murphy. 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 Oh, hi. He's, I think my dad still thinks he's really, like, being terrible, but I think he's really improved. He's not eating chews anymore. And I found this guy on Instagram who's training a dash hound, and I'm getting some good tips from him. We'll see how we go. I need to walk Mabel though, because she's overweight, well overweight now. And she eats with Wilbur, and I don't think Wilbur shares his food, but I think I need to feed her even less. Poor thing, she'll be sad. She loves her food, that girl. Me too. All right, I'll see you on Sunday for roasting. Hopefully this video is out before then. All right. Thank you. Thank you for being my friend. All right, bye.
Thank you to the Echo members. On the Gremlins level, we've got Rosie Parthastone, The Eclectic Mima, Lisa Hans, Lynn Wee, Mountain Crystal, Rutro Rachel, Danny Mastas, Tarika Strudwick, Cal the Coda, and Tanya Elizabeth. On our Ghost level, we've got Demi, The Clown Town, and Katie Murph. Thanks guys, love you.